Hey everybody, welcome. It is Friday night here on Live Long and Podcast, and it's been only 5 days since our last performance, but you know what? The show goes on, and Live Long and Podcast is pleased to present to you the 19th edition of Star Trek Radio Theater. This week we're doing Star Trek The Next Generation. We had an order where this would have been Deep Space Nine, but we kind of wanted to reorder the series that we're doing, so we're doing Next Gen again. I'm playing Beverly Crusher again for the this like third time this month, I think.
This time it was fate.
Yeah, this time it was fate. So we're gonna be doing this little show where we're all playing, like, reenacting the episode and some fun voices. This is called Transfigurations. It's from the third season of Star Trek: The Next Generation, their 25th episode. It was right before Best of Both Worlds, right before like the famous Borg episode from Next Generation. So this is like right before Picard is going to be scarred forever. This is the innocent Picard, maybe, if you will. It aired in June 4th, 1990. It's in terms of the Star Trek timeline, it's in 2366, and this is written by René Echevarria, who wrote a bunch of Next Gen and Deep Space Nine episodes. He's pretty established in the Next Gen lore. And so I'll introduce the cast afterwards. You'll be able to see it here if you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, or if you're listening along afterwards, you'll just have to read the description to kind of get a sense of who's who. But we hope you enjoy it, and let's jump in. All right. Where's that button? Oh, there it is.
Captain's log, stardate 43957.2. We are charting an unexplored star system within the Zeta Gallus cluster. This routine assignment has been made for a refreshingly quiet time aboard the Enterprise.
We focus on 10 forward. LaForge and Worf are sitting at the bar. LaForge gestures his head to a table behind them. Seated at the table are two women engaged in conversation. Worf turns to look. That's her!
Which one?
The one on the right. Don't stare.
Why not?
Because she'll see.
Good. You must let her see the fire in your eyes.
But what would I say?
Words come later. It is the set that first speaks of love.
Thanks, Worf. That helps a lot. The woman Geordi was talking about gets up and brings their empty glasses to the bar, standing right beside Geordi to wait. Geordi gets extremely nervous.
Hi, Geordi.
Hi.
So, how have you been?
Good. How
are things down in engineering?
Fine. They've been fine.
Well, I'll see you around.
She starts to say something else, but stops herself and leaves. Since it's obvious this conversation is going nowhere, Geordi attempts to say something to get her to stay, but just puts his head down on the bar instead. Worf is irritated, as always.
I have much to teach you about women. Mr. LaForge, report to the transporter room 3.
We focus on a corridor. Geordi has left 10 forward and meets up with Riker, Dr. Crusher, and Data as they all rush to Chief O'Brien's favorite transporter room. What's this all about, Commander?
Sensors have discovered a small, one-man spaceship crashed on the planet.
We've picked up life signs! Humanoid! Very faint and fading.
We focus on the planet's surface, a harsh, rocky place littered with bits of metal.
Radiation levels within acceptable limits.
There is a man flopped out the back of a shuttlecraft-sized ship. The man has a badly burned face and is not conscious. Dr. Crusher scans him with her tricorder. We can beam him out from under there. Get him right up to sickbay.
He's not stable enough for transport. There's damage to his brainstem. Autonomic functions are failing. His heart needs active neural feedback. It can't regulate itself. I need a volunteer.
Right here.
I'm going to hook your nervous system to the tricorder. Your brain will regulate both systems. That should stabilize him long enough for him to get up to the ship.
Crusher attaches some sort of little square device to Geordi's forehead.
Take deep, regular breaths. If anything goes wrong, I'll break the connection.
Okay. Something golden leaps from the injured man into Geordi's head via the neural thingamajiggy.
Geordi!
I'm fine. No problem.
Transporter room! 3 to beam directly to sickbay!
Space, the final frontier. These are the voyages of the Starship Enterprise. Its continuing mission to explore strange new worlds, to seek out new life and new civilizations, to boldly go where no one has gone before.
We focus on sickbay, room 4. Dr. Crusher and 2 medical personnel are working on the unknown man.
Autonomic responses are still low. Begin cardiostimulation. 60/60s of inoprovaline. Massive infection is setting in. Use the protodinoplasm to stabilize his immune system. He needs a design We need to design a virus that can infiltrate his cell structure and boost his ATP production.
What about Commander LaForge? He's waiting in the diagnostic center.
I need you to give him a full bioscan. See if there's any residual effect from that energy discharge during the Neuralink. Keep his arm in cryogenic stasis until the vital signs are strong enough to begin surgical procedures.
We focus on the bridge. Riker is debriefing Picard. Picard is holding some sort of blue, translucent device from the wreckage.
From the size and shape of the wreckage, it appeared to be some kind of escape pod. Their control system was badly damaged, which is probably what caused the crash.
An escape pod? Then he couldn't have traveled very far. Mr. Data, are there any other signs of ships in this area?
I'm picking up a scattering of debris in the extended orbit around the planet. It reads as refined metals and other synthetic compounds.
The remains of a larger vessel. He must have left the pod before the ship was destroyed.
Sensors show trace elements in the debris that would indicate phaser fire was recently exchanged.
Were you able to salvage anything else from the escape pod?
This is all that was left from the computer system.
Mr. Data, can you access it?
It will take some time, sir. Downloading this into our system will require fabrication of a matrix translator to emulate the alien's computer system.
Keep me apprised of your progress.
Aye, sir.
Picard hands the device over to Data. We focus on sickbay, room 4. Crusher and her staff are still busy looking over bioreadings and scans from the rescued man.
Limb reinfusion appears to be successful, Doctor. Tissue oxygenation is within norms.
That's all we can do for now. We won't be able to test neuromuscular function for a few days.
Geordi enters.
Ah, Geordi!
Can I go now, Doc?
No need to keep you here. Your bioscan came out negative.
Could have told you that. I feel great. Geordi leaves as Picard enters.
How's your patient?
I never thought he'd make it this far. There was major trauma to his head and chest cavity, massive plasma loss, and severe damage to most of his organs.
What are his chances?
I believe he's going to live.
I'm afraid I can't take credit for it, though. His body seems to have amazing recuperative powers. The damaged tissue seems to be repairing itself at a phenomenal rate.
There's one thing that troubles me, though.
What's that?
Take a look at this.
She pulls up a large wall display of green things running through blood vessels.
Cell regeneration?
Yes! The thing is, it has nothing to do with the injuries. These are undamaged cells that seem to be mutating.
Do you have a theory to the cause?
No! I've never seen anything like it in my life. There's a possibility that it's a part of his natural healing process. I hope it is, because there's nothing I can do to stop it.
We focus on 10 forward. Geordi is now holding the weird blue device and brainstorming with Data. I'm telling you, Data, there's got to be some way to decode the information in this thing.
I agree with Geordi. But the data matrix within the capsule does not correspond to any standard format. All we've been able to determine is that the device contains a chemically based system for molecular energy encoding.
Yeah, and the computer still can't analyze the specific chemical elements involved. It's got to be part of the data processing system. What if it's a feedback loop controller?
The compact shape does suggest a rapid chemical processing and storage capacity.
We found it near the escape pod's instrumentation assemblage. This capsule might process the ship's dynamic motions and augment its manual control inputs. We could send it a few test signals, make it think the entire assemblage was awake and operating.
An intriguing experiment. The capsule might provide us with information without the need to decode the storage medium itself. Perhaps we should examine your theory immediately. Let's talk more synthol. We came here to relax.
I am relaxed. In fact, I've never felt better. But you know, Worf, you're right. The storage capsule can wait a while. Geordi gets up from the table, hands the device to Worf, and heads over to the woman he so utterly failed with previously. Christy, you're not leaving, are you?
I was just making my way down to the Arboretum.
Would you care for some company?
I'd love some. But I didn't think you were interested in anything, that kind of thing.
There are a lot of things you don't know about me. Geordi puts Christy's arm through his, and the two of them leave. Data gives Worf a look. All evidence up until now points to this being an anomalous situation.
I tutor him. He learns very quickly.
We focus on sickbay.
Medical log started 43958.8. I've removed patient John Doe from the emergency biosupport unit. In just 36 hours, most of his major organs seem to have regenerated themselves to the point where they can now function on their own. What a man!
There's some beeping on a wall monitor, and Crusher is busy studying her tricorder. So when the man reaches out and grabs her hand, it startles her.
I am alive?
You certainly are!
Thank you for my life. Tell me, who am I?
Oh!
We We focus on the Enterprise, flying through space.
Captain's log, stardate 43960.6. Our mission to map the Zeta Gallus star cluster is proceeding on schedule. Meanwhile, Dr. Crusher reports that the recovery of the patient she has named John Doe continues at a remarkable pace.
We focus on sickbay, room 4. John is receiving laser therapy for his arms.
Are you experiencing any discomfort?
None. I can feel the life returning to my body.
Your neural fiber waves are functioning almost normally again. That puts you about 6 weeks ahead of my original schedule.
That should give you and your colleagues something to talk about.
You are all we've talked about since your arrival.
I believe I'm ready for the next phase of my treatment.
You are right. It is time you stop talking valuable bed space. Unless it's in my bed. Now, these motor assistant beds will provide you with electrical stimulation for your arms and legs. They will help you relearn how to control your muscles again. But remember, you've been off your feet for almost a month. So don't be disappointed if your mobility is restricted. Your limbs are still weak.
I appreciate your concern, Doctor, but I think I may surprise you again. I feel strong enough to fly.
He stands, takes one step forward, and gently falls into Crusher's arms.
Whoops!
Perhaps I should concentrate on walking first.
Let's try again! A little more slowly this time.
Much more slowly.
He totters around the room as Picard enters, then falls over again as he reaches them. Picard catches him this time.
I envy your reflexes, Captain.
I envy your strength of will. Dr. Crusher has been keeping me informed of your progress. It's quite extraordinary.
I have an extraordinary doctor. She gave me back my life. I hope that I am worthy of her efforts.
Are you still unable to recall anything about your past?
John slowly walks over to his chair and sits down.
Unfortunately, Captain, my memories began the moment I woke up in sickbay. Dr. Crusher told me you think I was in some kind of battle?
I'm quite sure of that. Have you any idea how you came to be in that escape pod? Or what happened to your ship?
No. Believe me, Captain, it's a horrible feeling not knowing who you are or where you're from.
Have you tried synaptic induction?
His neural nets don't conform to any known pattern. Conventional neurotherapy has proven ineffective. Hopefully, in time, his memory pathways will reestablish themselves naturally.
John winces. Crusher scans him with her tricorder.
Ooh! That same pain?
Yes, I think I've made enough progress for one day.
Not a relapse, I hope.
This has nothing to do with his previous wounds. I think this has something to do with the continuing mutation of his cell structure.
You still have no theory as to what's causing it.
It doesn't make any sense!
I seem to be a mystery, Doctor, to you and to myself.
We focus on a turbo lift. The door is open to reveal Christy and Geordi kissing. Riker, waiting in the corridor, coughs.
Well, this is where I get off.
Yeah, it is.
Street tonight and forward.
Yeah, I'll be there.
Hello, Commander. Miss Henshaw.
Christy leaves and Riker enters the turbo lift, amused.
Bridge.
Deck 6?
So you and Miss Henshaw have been seeing a lot of each other?
Every night this week.
Is that all? I thought you'd be walking around with that smile on your face a lot longer than that.
I guess I have. This whole last month or so, everything seems to be going my way. I don't know what it is, but something sure has changed around here.
Only thing's changed around here is you.
Me? I'm the same old guy I always was.
If you say so. I don't remember the old Geordi having as much success with Miss Christy Henshaw.
Well, maybe I'm a little bit more confident than I used to be. We focus on sickbay. O'Brien enters, wearing a wetsuit and clutching his arm. Clearly, O'Brien was into holo programs and outfits long before he met Dr. Bashir.
What happened to you?
I was kayaking on the holodeck again.
You dislocated your shoulder. Sit down. I'll get the Austral tractor frame. Thank you, O'Brien.
Wesley enters sickbay.
Hi, Mom. We still on for dinner tonight?
7:30 sharp. I'll be right back.
Wesley smiles on the back and he whimpers in pain.
Kayaking again?
Hi, diddly eye.
How's my mom's favorite patient?
Judge for yourself.
John walks around unaided.
Not bad.
Your mom promised me a tour of the ship tomorrow. You may find this hard to believe, but sickbay can be an incredibly boring place to be. Hey, Doc, I'm dying out here. Don't worry, my friend. You'll be all right.
Beverly returns to see John put his hand on O'Brien's shoulder.
The pain's gone.
It's completely healed. Hold on, let me do my tricorder. I don't understand. What did you do?
I don't know. It was instinct. I just touched him.
We focus on Crusher's quarters. Wesley and Beverly have finished dinner. She's just gotten them each a tea from the replicator.
I've run every test and scan on him that I can think of, and yet there's no psychological evidence to indicate that he would possess such powers. But then, there's so much about John that's a mystery.
You know, I really like him.
He does have a certain charm, doesn't he? The entire medical staff has commented on it.
You seem to be a little taken with him yourself.
He has a strength and serenity that I find very attractive. And yet, he's vulnerable. I guess I find him intriguing.
Seems like there's a little more to it than that.
Is that your way of asking if I'm getting romantically involved with him?
You said it, I didn't.
My feelings toward him aren't romantic exactly. I mean, I know the doctor-patient relationship can sometimes create a false sense of intimacy, but this is different. There's almost a spiritual connection. I guess I'm not making any sense, am I?
I think I understand.
That was a weird and creepy conversation between mother and son. We focus on the bridge. Geordi exits the turbolift and heads over to Data with the blue device. Data? I was thinking about the storage capsule last night, and I was wondering, what if we've been going about this thing the wrong way? We've been trying to analyze its medical properties. What if it is a biochemical storage medium?
Are you suggesting that it employs a memory RNA like an organic cell?
Well, it does contain quantities of nucleic acids.
Perhaps the information sequences are encoded in the molecular patterns themselves.
Computer? Scan the storage capsule. Analyze molecular sequences and on nucleic acid chains. Well, what do you know? A navigational chart.
It appears your hypothesis was correct, Geordi.
I knew it. Captain!
Found something?
We've determined that the storage cube from John Doe's escape pod contains navigational information.
Can you match these stars to our charts?
Computer. Run transformational matrix calculations. Match navigational reference to known stars in this sector.
Information in this sector is incomplete. No correlation.
I'm not giving up yet. Not after coming so close to cracking this thing. You know, that might be flight path information from John's ship, but without a frame of reference, I can't determine its origin points.
Computer. Assume those paths are course corrections and derive gravitational values for stellar objects near those flight paths. Most of these ordinary G-type stars. This would appear to be a neutron star, possibly a pulsar.
Which means that this might be a rotational time reference.
Computer. Assume these symbols are pulsars. Translate associate values into standard temporal notations. Computer. Is there a pulsar with a rotational period of 1.524 seconds within sensor range?
Affirmative.
Bingo! Now, computer. Overlay navigational chart using referenced pulsars and project a flight path back to its origin.
Flight path originated at bearing 003 Mark 015. Distance 2.3 parsecs.
That's it, Captain. That's where John Doe came from.
That bearing is almost directly along our planned course, sir.
Good. Then we can continue our mission without significant interruption.
We focus on sickbay, room 4. Picard has just filled in Crusher and John on what they discovered.
Home?
Yes. Using the information we found in your escape pod, we may be able to return you to your people.
I cannot go back.
Why is that?
You must not take me home, Captain.
John! Your memory hasn't returned?
All I know is we came out here to escape.
Escape?
There were others with you?
Yes, I was not alone. But what happened to the others, or what we were escaping from, I cannot remember. But I do know you must not take me back. Not yet.
John is getting more agitated.
We will not arrive at your star system for at least 3 weeks. That will give us plenty of time to discuss this further.
Hopefully by then you have regained more of your memory.
You're right, of course, Captain. I apologize for my outburst.
It's understandable.
Picard and Beverly leave, and John's chest suddenly glows gold and then fades.
Ooh.
We focus on 10 forward. John and Beverly are there. John is wearing a spectacular all-white turtleneck onesie and is busy looking around the room.
This ship is astounding. It seems to stretch on without end.
Like your outfit. We can see the rest of it some other time. This is your first day out of sickbay, and I don't want you to overexert yourself.
This looks like an ideal place to rest.
My thoughts exactly.
Beverly takes the 2 drinks the bartender hands her and leads John over to a table.
Truly remarkable.
What is?
These people, they're all so different from one another, yet they work together freely.
That surprises you?
It's new to me. My people are different somehow. If only I could remember. Yesterday, for one terrifying moment, there was clarity.
You mean the energy pulse?
Yes. For that moment, my purpose seemed clear, and then it was gone.
The pain, the energy pulse, must be linked to the cell mutation in your body. I wish I could help you find the truth.
Beverly, you've done so much for me. I only wish there was some way I could repay you.
But you have! The friendship we developed has made me very happy.
The rapport that exists between us also means a great deal to me, but I am on some kind of journey. Whatever brought me here, whatever is happening to my body, is all part of that journey, and I must complete it before any other consideration.
We focus on the bridge.
Sir, I'm reading a vessel on long-range scanners. It's coming from sector 9569.
What configuration?
Impossible to identify at this distance. However, it is on intercept course. Captain, the ship is traveling at warp 9.72. Warp 9.72.
Time to intercept.
At present course and speed, 10 hours, 53 minutes.
Try and hail them, Mr. Worf.
Your response, Captain.
Keep monitoring their response. Repeat the hail every half hour.
Aye, sir. Whoever they are, they're in a big hurry to get here.
We focus on sickbay, room 4. John has a big golden moment, and the alarm sounds as he falls to the floor. A nurse comes running in.
Dr. Crusher! Emergency medical! Room 4!
I can't make it stop.
Crusher has also rushed in.
John, tell me, is it worse than before?
Much worse.
Should I get something for the pain?
No! These readings are fluctuating too wildly. Besides, it wouldn't do any good. His entire cell structure is transforming.
I have to leave, Beverly.
John, where do you have to go?
I must get off this ship.
That's impossible. Not in your condition.
I must.
Another big golden attack, and he runs out the door and down a corridor. Beverly is chasing him.
Security!
We focus on the shuttle bay. 2 engineers are working on the El-Baz, with Geordi supervising. Okay, let's realign the magnetic inducer on the starboard nacelle. John appears in the control gallery. Beverly, Worf, and 2 guards enter the main bay.
Yoo-hoo, John!
Hit the control booth immediately.
Worf goes up to the gallery as John succeeds in opening the bay doors.
John, listen to me! You must come down! I'll try to help you!
Worf steps onto the control platform with his phaser out.
Step away from the controls.
Get back. Please stay away.
I have no wish to harm you, but you must return to sickbay immediately.
No, do not come any closer. I cannot control. I cannot control what is happening to me.
There is a massive golden glow that is bigger than John and pushes Worf over the railing.
That was it.
His neck is broken! No life signs! Let me use my tricorder. Hold on. That's what I thought! Sickbay! Form a resuscitation team! I have a code 7 in Shuttle Bay 2! Transporter room, stand by!
Hold it!
No! Don't!
John has come down. He sends a glow through Worf, who comes back to life.
Hold still.
Doc!
I can't believe it! There's no trace of injury.
We focus on the ready room. John is stiff and uncomfortable in a chair, being questioned by Picard. Beverly is in there too.
You admit you were trying to steal a shuttlecraft.
Yes.
So I ask you again, why?
I don't know.
Unacceptable! You had a reason. I want to know what it was. Damn it. You nearly killed a member of my crew.
And healed him?
I'm not forgetting that. That's the reason he's here and not in the brig.
I warned him. I told him it was dangerous.
Why? Why was it dangerous? What is happening to you?
I don't know.
The rate of metamorphosis is accelerating. It's almost as if your body were generating an electrical field that's warping the tissue.
Who are you? What are you?
I'm afraid, for myself, for all of you, I have to get away. Isolate myself. Whatever is happening to me, it's dangerous.
As Lieutenant Worf discovered.
I don't want to hurt anyone, Captain. For the sake of your crew, let me go before this happens again.
John! I don't believe you're capable of harming any...
Captain, the alien vessel is coming within weapons range. Its shields are up.
I'm on my way. I want to keep a constant surveillance.
We focus
him.
on we focus on the bridge. Geordi walks over to John, who is stopped just outside of the captain's ready room. John, I really want to thank you.
For what?
I don't know how, or even why, but down on the planet you gave me something. A new confidence.
I doubt I can take credit for that. Perhaps I only helped you find something you already had.
We focus on the main section of the bridge. The whole crew is there. The approaching vessel is now on screen.
Captain, on screen. Alien vessel approaching at half impulse, sir. Heading 051 Mark 114.
Raise shields. Slow to 1/3 impulse power. Bring us to 103 Mark 025. Mr. Worf, hail the alien vessel.
They continue to ignore our hail, sir. They are scanning us, Captain. They're answering our hail, Captain.
On screen.
Sunad.
Picard motions to Worf to mute the transmission so the other ship doesn't hear them.
You know him.
Yes, I don't know how, but he's dangerous.
Picard nods to Worf, and he resumes the sound.
I am Commander Sunad of Zalcon. You are trespassing in our space, and you are holding a Zalconian citizen.
I'm Captain Jean-Luc Picard of the United Federation of Planets.
We do not intend transgression of...
You will return him to us immediately.
Sunad, this individual is a guest aboard our ship. We found him dying in a shipwreck. We have returned him to health.
Then you have aided a criminal. He is one of 4 escaped prisoners. We eliminated the other 3. We thought this one dead as well. Return him so we may complete our task.
Of what is he accused?
He is a disruptive influence. He spreads lies. He encourages dissent. He disrupts the natural order of our society.
In what way?
It is not your concern. I will give you 2 hours to comply.
The transmission ends. What a dick.
Hey.
Technical analysis. The Sarkonian ship is a formidable armament. Their weaponry is comparable to ours.
They're as fast and probably just as maneuverable.
Counsellor, do they mean to carry out their threat?
I believe so. Sunad's hatred for John was evident, but there's something else. The Sarkonians are afraid of John.
Commander Riker, Counsellor, Doctor. John, I want you to join us. Mr. Data, you have the bridge. Mr. Worf, stay at tactical.
Counter any moves the Zalconian makes.
Aye, sir.
We focus on the observation lounge. John is looking out a window, while Beverly, Picard, Riker, and Troi are around the table.
I can neither confirm nor deny what the Zalconians told you.
They make serious accusations against you.
Their accusations may be true. I don't know. I don't believe that I am a criminal.
You understand this difficult position in which I'm placed.
Completely, and I refuse to place your ship in danger. If necessary, I will surrender to them. But I am convinced there's more at stake here than my life. There's something important that I must complete. My survival is vital. If I could explain it, I would.
I'll inform you of my decision shortly.
John leaves.
Captain, you can't seriously be considering.
We must consider all options, Doctor, and not let our personal feelings impede our judgment.
You're going to tell me it's irrelevant that we be sending him to his death?
Whether we approve of the Zalconian intentions is not the issue. But for what it's worth,
I believe John is correct that his existence has broader ramifications than that of a simple criminal.
Sunad thinks so. He feels personally threatened by John.
Sunad called John a disruptive influence. That's hardly a capital offense.
it is not up to us to judge their laws, Doctor.
I know how I'd feel if the situation were reversed. If they were in our territory holding a Federation citizen. The Sarkonians truly don't understand our indecision about returning John. In their eyes, we shouldn't even be involved.
But we are involved! I saved his life! For what? So that we could chase him down and take away that life again?
We focus on the bridge. Sunad is back on the view screen.
Picard, I will not tolerate any more delays.
Commander, let me remind you, we are on a mission of exploration. Our purpose is to establish peaceful relations with the civilizations we encounter.
We do not want relations with you.
If that is your wish, we will respect it.
We simply want you to leave Zalconian space as soon as you return the criminal.
Commander, we will leave. It is not our policy to intervene in the affairs of other cultures. But before I return the survivor to you, I would appreciate a more detailed explanation of what he has done to merit a death sentence.
As I said, it's not your concern.
Agreed. However, there are circumstances of which you may be unaware. The survivor has suffered a memory loss. He's therefore ill-equipped to defend himself against your accusations.
There is no defense. Our judgment is final.
There's something else. Since his recovery, he's manifested unusual abilities.
What kind of abilities?
He apparently has the power to heal injuries with a simple touch.
Lies!
And even to reverse death itself.
Obviously, he has corrupted you as well. I see I'm wasting my time.
Sunad motions to one of his crewmen, and suddenly crew members all over the Enterprise are unable to breathe. We focus on sickbay. John is fine, but Beverly collapses from lack of oxygen.
I I can't breathe.
John rushes to her side and gives her the golden glow all over her chest. Her breathing returns to normal and helps her up.
Oh, John.
Oh my god. Okay. It's come back to me, Beverly. I know who I am. What I am.
We focus on the corridor. John and Crusher come upon a downed crewman. Crusher starts to use her tricorder on him. But John stops her and uses his glow on the man instead. He then touches a computer panel on the wall and sends his glow all through the ship, reviving everyone. We focus on the bridge. The senior officers are all getting up as Crusher and John rush in from the turbo lift. Sunad is still on the view screen.
Ready all weapons. You will no longer harm these people, Sunad. Fire upon that ship.
John transports Sunad to the Enterprise bridge.
Do not be afraid. I won't hurt you. Kill him, Captain. He's evil. You could learn from these people, Sunad. They do not fear me. They don't know how dangerous you are. You and the others like you. That is what you and the other leaders have maintained for generations. But it is not true, Captain. My species is on the verge of a wondrous evolutionary change. A transmutation beyond our physical being. I am the first of my kind to approach this metamorphosis. They tried to convince us it was a sickness we would never survive. That the pain and energy pulses would kill us. They claimed we were dangerous, so they destroyed anyone who exhibited the signs of the Transfiguration. We were protecting our society. By murdering us, you saw the mutations as a threat to your authority. You were terrified of something you couldn't understand. Some suspected that what was happening to them was not evil. 4 of us decided to flee Zalcon and let the metamorphosis take its course. You hunted us down, killed the others, but I survived with the help of a kind and generous people.
John breathes deeply a couple of times and gasps as the glow in his chest expands. He turns into a golden, glowing man.
There is nothing to fear. You can join me. All Zalconians can. Let me show you. Don't touch me. As you wish, but others will listen now that you can no longer prevent me from telling them the truth. Those who are willing will follow me.
Sunad is back aboard the Zalconian vessel, Captain.
The Zalconian ship leaves.
My people are about to embark upon a new realm, a new plane of existence, thanks to you.
It is our mission to seek out life in all forms. We are privileged to have been present at the emergence of a new species.
Beverly, you gave me life and more. I do not have the words for my gratitude nor my sorrow at leaving you.
He strokes her cheek, turns into a ball of energy, and flies out through the ceiling into space. John and Geordi's newfound confidence are never to be seen again.
Geordi. No, poor Beverly.
Oh, poor Beverly, I felt for Geordi.
Well, that's the end of that story. Let's talk about that. Okay. Coming up on screen here, I am Dave Mater, and I was playing Beverly Crusher, and I ended up playing Nurse Temple. I forgot that. I guess I didn't put Temple on the poster. I think it was somebody else's role. I don't really remember, but I played that role too. So
I
Pick up
enjoyed
on
that
that.
you played her as a man. That was fun.
yeah, I didn't know what Nurse Temple. It's the man. Okay.
It's a
woman.
It's a
You
woman.
play-
Oh, it's a woman. It's a woman. I played. I was like, "Hello, I am Nurse Temple."
You played her like the Admiral.
Yeah, I know. I was like, I wasn't prepared, so
Yeah.
I threw whatever voice I could. Jane, you were playing Captain Picard and Wesley Crusher. We had a great mother-daughter conversation.
We
I
did,
thought,
we did,
yeah.
it was
Very
good.
nice.
And an
Or brother's
excellent
son.
Picard.
Brother's
Jane.
son.
Mother's son.
Mother's son.
Mother's son.
Yeah.
Okay, let's bring in half of our cast here in Kevin and Ashley. Kevin, you were playing both Zelkonians, John Doe, and of course Sunad,
Sunad.
as well as a sometimes Irish O'Brien, sometimes not.
Exactly.
He's-
one Irish thing.
I kind of feel like O'Brien is sometimes Irish and
Yeah.
sometimes not.
Right.
And you could
And
tell
Ash-
Sunad and John were from the same planet. They were both
Yeah,
Zelkonians.
I could tell they were from the same family. And Ashley, you were also the narrator, Geordi LaForge, and I think a security guard for like a hot second there.
yeah.
Great job. And Mott, you were you were maybe not. You were half the characters, not the half the cast. So 5 different characters tonight. You've never had to do that many at once. What was that like?
It was fun.
Yeah.
I was kind of nervous about it, but then I don't know. I kind of just realized like they're just different and just relax and just have fun with it. And I think it went okay. I'm not
Yeah.
Yeah, no, great.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
I was, I think some of them are better than others, but I think that, but
I liked a Worf.
the
for
Worf was
sure.
good, yeah, and the Data,
Data, like you had little pauses.
I like the
like,
Southern Riker, and that was good. And then I think your Troi was good too. I think your Christy, was good, but I was like, she was kind of like that's like your default female, I think. Like,
I just think want to go over the top with her.
Yeah, it's all good. It was good.
So many times, like I had to talk like over and over again to the same people. Within the
Oh
scene.
yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah,
I
you're
was-
like Worf giving Geordi relationship advice to go hit on you.
Yeah.
So and then you walk in on you kissing Geordi. And so there's a whole bunch of that going
Awkward.
Yeah, I was just more worried that like I was just looking down and it's like, okay, I'm gonna remember who this is and then speak like that person speaks,
Yep.
on. Right.
somewhat like they speak.
Kevin, were you trying to be like a priest or a minister?
Sort of. I was watching.
Okay.
I was watching Murdoch Mysteries, and there was a mayor that had a bomb strapped to him, and he was making a bunch of speeches. So I decided to try and make everything like he was doing a speech.
Okay. Definitely
Yeah,
felt like I was in
it
church
came
a little
across
bit.
like a minister's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
and then
fits.
Sunad was like opposite and kind of Ferengi. You'd be a good Ferengi.
Yeah,
Mhm.
maybe.
Yeah, he was definitely villainous
Yeah.
in kind of his tone. Yeah, I was like, this is like John's brother, Sunad. He's like nefarious brother. Yeah, it was good. Yeah, and I know I've been Beverly Crusher more times than
I
can
love
count.
let me check my tricorder
Yeah.
several times. That was amazing.
Because there was just like I was like, oh, I didn't put a tricorder here, but I should have, and I was like, I'll just say it. I should be able to use my tricorder. Like she was making these medical proclamations without checking her tricorder. That
And I-
actually checks her tricorder.
And I think, Jane, that's the best Picard yet.
Oh yeah,
It was a
Oh.
great Picard.
That
It
was
was
really
awesome.
good. Of course.
it was better than my other Picard. I don't know.
You
Somehow-
played Picard before, right?
I have, and it was a disaster. I felt like it was hell. So yeah, this one definitely felt better for some reason.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
You sounded actually, because your voice is higher. You sounded like Picard when he's the kid. When
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
He's like DH to 12
Yeah,
or
that
whatever.
one.
yeah.
Yeah, no, it was good. Like your
was excellent.
captain's
Yeah.
logs, everything. Like it was
Yeah.
all it really helped with the episode.
there's things I like. I don't know how much you guys remembered this episode. It's not necessarily the most famous TNG episode, but it is. It's a good one. And it's got a good story to it, like a good moral and message to it.
Yeah. Great Star Trek.
Right. Well, hunting down people because they're different, and all these, and protecting the society, but also like Picard being very like, hey, not for us to judge, right? But
but he judges all the time.
All the time. Yeah, he's kind of he flip flops on that. I guess if it's inside the Federation, he's fully judgy, and outside the Federation, completely not judgy. So that's all. But I don't know how those Zolkonians cut off all their oxygen. How did that happen?
Yeah, that I don't know.
It's just a weapon they have, I guess. But I
don't know. And why bother with this B story with Geordi? Like, who cares?
And we'll see. Like Christy Henshaw will come back,
and I think she dumps him on the holodeck, right? Well,
yes, that's right.
Oh, and they're okay. Yeah. So is this the most action Geordi's ever had? Like a whole week
before he's Leah Brahms.
Well, that was like this was like a week. He's like
every night this week
that was just him disgracing a holodeck.
Yeah.
There was the girl who the dog almost killed them. Remember?
Oh, on that space station?
Yeah.
Like the thing ripoff?
Yeah. I don't know if he got any action with her though.
No.
I think that he might have got some action with Christy Henshaw. What do you think, Mott, as the person who played?
Definitely.
Oh, yeah.
Ashley, you played Geordi. Do you think that
Well, yeah, there was like a month there. They were together for like a month during the episode.
Right. And he talked about, like, last night, I was thinking about it not being mechanical. It's more about a storage compartment. And I think that maybe he was with Christy, and that's how he solved the mystery of the blue information capsule.
Oh, maybe.
The blue pill.
I definitely wanted
the blue pill.
The blue
Does
pill,
he need the blue pill?
He might.
Oh, maybe.
I don't know.
That's why he can't keep the women.
Geordi's the worst. He's got to get a transfusion from John to give him any kind of game, and Worf has
he loses it. And he loses it.
And
You never see it again.
because they're on when they get on the holodeck, and this is after they've broken the ice and they've been going out for a while. She's like, yeah, I think we're better friends, and he's like, yeah. So, because I'd forgotten about this being sort of connected to that, and so I always read that scene in the holodeck that this was just a random character that just didn't work out. But no, this is somebody who this is a progression. We got a comment here from Phyllis Millard who says, "Great show, everyone. Mott, you did great. Loved your Data and Worf. Wesley and his mom was priceless. I think I'm gonna.
That was fun.
I think we were just like going higher and higher and higher until
that was excellent.
I tried not to laugh during that scene. And then Picard became stronger as the show went on.
Thank you.
Ashley's Geordi and Kevin alien characters very strong as well. Take a bow, everyone. Thank you, Phyllis.
Phyllis.
That is great. Thank you very much, Phyllis. And we also got a random comment. This is cool. So.
Thank you, Plum XXV.
XXV. And can you see this? We sure do. But we don't usually put the comments up during the show. So somebody found us along the way. So thank you for watching. To everyone out there and to listening afterwards. We hope you're enjoying this. Guess what, everybody? Next week is our 20th Radio Theater episode. We are coming up onto like a full season here. Like, this is pretty.
Hopefully we'll have everybody back for the 20th.
Yeah. So
the Deep Space Nine episode.
Right. So after we went off the air last on Sunday, we kind of did our scheduling. We kind of figured out that Michael, Jessica, and Jeff all couldn't do this particular weekend. It just wasn't working out. So they'll be back. We got to figure out what night that's going to be. Probably a Friday or Saturday. We'll see. And we'll get that done as we head into the next one. We'll be doing Deep Space Nine next. That will be our next series to pick an episode from and reenact. So who knows what that will be. And I think that's it. Check out all of our other stuff here on Live Long and Podcast. We got tons of stuff. Tuesday night, Deep Space Nine rewatches. We're in the middle of the second season, guys. You can join.
because we're getting through all the bad episodes. If you're just waiting for us to get through the bad episodes to get to the good episodes, this is the perfect time to come on board with the Deep Space Nine podcast. On Wednesday nights, we do original series where we pick a random episode. My dad picks a random episode, and we watch it with him and Geordi and Adam Woodward and a few other, and Jeff when he's there. And then we talk about that. We just did Spacey, the Con episode this past week. And we're gonna be doing another one. I can never remember what the hell it is in the middle of the week. What's coming next? But you'll find out. It's Wednesday night. Tune in. It's gonna be an original series. We'll announce it that morning. Thursdays we do Star Trek Discovery. Right now, as we're heading into our where we're in the third season. We just watched the third episode last night.
Really good.
It's pretty good, guys.
It's good.
I have been an outspoken critic of the show in the past, so take that.
I'll get your feelings about it at the end of the season before I decide.
3 excellent episodes.
3 good episodes so far,
Yeah.
but Picard also had 3 good episodes, and then there was kind of a not a
spending
great
all their money at the beginning.
Yeah, so not a great middle in Picard's case. But we'll see how the rest of season 3 Discovery. It's almost like a new reboot on the show. So I would say you can jump in here. You don't have to watch. You don't have to watch the first 2 seasons of Discovery. No. It's probably better you don't. And then we do the Star Trek Radio Theater, and then our other channel is Super Maynard Brothers Podcasting. We're a bit of a hiatus, at least for a week or so, because we just finished up 36 podcasts in a row of our Big Brother, as we were covering Big Brother USA. All of that is there. It was the All-Star season. Won't spoil it for you, but it was fun. Me, Jamil, and Jeff covered all that. We also did Westworld on there, all a bunch of scripted and reality TV shows. And lastly, our other channel, Trivial Debates, which is our monthly show where we argue about movie, sports, TV, and more. We're having a special Halloween-themed episode tomorrow afternoon. Jane Mader hosting, with contestants Jerry McRae, Chris Seymour, and Jeff Mader arguing about all kinds of things. Jane, do we have some great Halloween questions coming up?
We do.
You want to give one to the audience here to maybe?
Well, I mean, there's the standard questions, but what you would expect: best song, best movie, or best movie genre
in Halloween.
All Halloween related. Question.
A special spooky.
Spooky. There might be costumes. You don't know. Maybe costumes. Some decorations. Who knows?
Right. I got a text from Jerry. He's not having a lot of computer.
Oh, okay.
Luck so far, so we're gonna figure this out. But anyway,
okay.
But there will be a show tomorrow afternoon, regardless. So check that out. And yeah, that's it. Subscribe, comment. Engage. So, all right. Anything else? I think that's it. All right. Okay. Great show, everybody. I loved it.
Happy Devil's Night.
Happy Devil's Night. Happy birthday, Amanda Dowell.
Happy birthday, Amanda. Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, Jeff's not here as they are celebrating. So happy birthday and happy Halloween tomorrow. And here we head into November. Let's do it.